Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy GS. And we hit you guys with a two-piece. Oh, man, it's been 8 years since we went ahead and did this. So this was the day of Ultimate Legends. Golden tickets are out. And we have ourselves the best receiver in the game in Robinson. And this man right here is an absolute goon. I don't have much coins, as you guys can see. I didn't have much, but when I seen him drop, I just overwhelmingly had to get him. Like, I had to scrape up the amount of coins that I had to try and get him because Dave Robinson is an absolute monster. And I picked up Calvin Johnson as well. Now, Dave Robinson has a run block rating of 91, which is insane for a wideout. You guys know I love to keep the ball on the ground, try and play safe pass when I'm forced to. And if I can have receivers that can do everything in the air, run routes, and do all that stuff, keep their feet in bounds, if they can do all that, and if they can go on ahead and run block for me, that's even better. And he's the highest run blocking receiver in the game. And right here is the first time I'm doing zone drops. I've left the soft squad stock like all year on next gen. It was like, you know what? We're going to go on ahead. We're going to run zone drops. We're going to put our clouds at 25, our curl flats to 5 so I can double Mabel. And I have Parsons at D tackle, which you can do in dime 236, and I'm just going to go ahead and put him on a purple just to play really short underneath. And I'm going to put the opposite cornerback on the left side of the field in a purple as well. So we have a double Mabel on both sides, and we're going to see how it goes. Now, soft squats can be very glitchy, but time to go on ahead and mix in some double Mabeling. So right here, my opponent is he's got some really good play calls. I'm struggling right here on 4th and goal. I thought we had everything locked up, and he hits me with the inside running back wheel, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna be in trouble. I need to be able to score, which I feel confident because my offense has been really locked in. It's just the defense that I'm having trouble with. But yeah, Robinson has 91 run block, and Calvin has 88 run block. So it's like, let's get both of them out there. I'm going to have way better run blocking out there. Robinson has 97 speed. Calvin has 99, so that's perfect. That's all I need. I don't really look to go super downfield. I can, but, I try not to. You guys know, as you guys can see from right there, QB playmaker. Try to keep one underneath route short while having, beaters, while having, deep, skinny posts and crossers and stuff like that to force my opponents to, make sure they got to have something deep. And speaking of deep, that right there was just a terrible throw by me. I wish I had an answer on why I threw that. I'm like, oh my Lord, I'm in trouble. This guy seems like the type of offense I'm gonna have trouble with. And right there, it's like, it could have been a mistake. I thought he had it. Oh man. So right here, standing in the pocket, and he just goes really short underneath, and there is Parsons, kind of, in the vicinity. 3rd and 7, and then he goes to the wheel route. And then I believe he goes to it again. And even though he's manned up, and I see why the wheel route is by far the most OP route in the game. And I'm a user it myself from here right now. It's like, all right, I just got to play it myself. Right here is the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like, that's a mistake. And I have literally 3 guys there. That's just a terrible throw. He's playing really good. He's making smart reads. He's dotting me up underneath, left, right, running back. And I'm having trouble stopping him. Speaking of stops, there goes that man with the mid-zone KO. My man Sean Taylor right there with the big stop. But, like, they shouldn't be able to get away with that because I threw a terrible read, right? My first drive, terrible read. And I paid for it. It was an interception, as it should be right there. Oh, I got to A-cash that. He was active with an ability. He just knocked it out. But it's all right. Let's not get frustrated. We get ball at half, so we just need a good drive to put some points on the board here. And, we'll be all right. And, as always, I feel very confident. Look at this reroute right here next. Whew, Robinson. Oh, my Lord. I don't know if it's because his change of direction is so high, but playmakering him, he doesn't shuffle his feet how other guys do. Whenever I playmaker Cobb or Keyshawn or Lamb, he just went straight up. Like, I need you to rewind back a little bit and just look how crisp. As soon as my star lit up that I went to reroute him up, he immediately went up. And speaking of going up, Westry goes up with the big pick right before half. Puts us in field goal range, and our opponent is down. I was like, thank you, please. Thank you, candidate, because I was going to have trouble defending him all game. I still don't even know what the meta is to look forward to defend, because, again, I still have less than – I'm probably getting closer to 2020 head-to-head. 2020. I'm probably getting closer to 20 head-to-head games under my belt. So, one thing I got to get on my arsenal is the running back wheel. I've seen that it's extremely useful, and I just don't have the timing now. I don't know when to throw it. I don't know if I got to low ball it. I don't know if I got to just precision inside low ball. I don't know if I got to do it as soon as he cuts up field. Like, I got to get that in my arsenal because it's so good and so tough to defend. Right here, my opponent comes out, and he has Barry Sanders with tanked. As you can see, I went for a hit stick, and because I know he got tanked, the very next play, I go for another hit stick, right? Even though he has tank, he's guaranteed to bounce off the first one, but there is a cooldown with it. By no means does that mean he can just eat 17 hit sticks in a row consecutively. If he bounces off the first one, he can. By the way, don't test the user. He is so disrespectful, though. Big user interception. He had everybody open. He had so many people open, and thankfully he threw it to the guy I picked because he literally had 3 guys. And right here, back-to-back plays, one thing I noticed, he is a D-line user. He's using the left of screen end, and he looked like he's just in stock cover 2, and that cloud flat played that crossing route perfectly, and I was just scratching my head like, what? How did he play that? Speaking of how did he play that, how did that outside third almost play that? I forgot because I'm still used to zone drops and doing the purple adjustments and things I'm not used to, that I did not put my middle third in my cover 2, so Cam, unfortunately, wasn't my middle third protection, and we end up getting beat straight down the seam. So that right there was just on me. So back again on offense, I'm like, all right, he's a D-line user. I should have no problem with the underneath stuff because he's obviously not using the middle. Whoop! And look at my shot go. He could go. Hey! Hit him with the hit. Y'all seen the big boy spin right there? My boy, beast mode. And one thing, I love his Easter card because obviously he starts active. And if you guys haven't done the Easter promo challenges to get this card, I highly suggest you do. He starts active for the first 2 plays, and he's guaranteed to be active every 4 downs he's on the field. So as long as he's on the field, the play don't even got to go to him. As long as he's on the field, it counts as a play. And then after 4 plays, he's active again for another 2 plays. So he'll be active for me at least 3 to 5 times a game. And that's big because that could be 10 rushes. That could be, monstrous gains by him when he's active. So he's just a little slow at 95 speed, which is unfortunate. And I've thought about going like Raiders theme team and maybe going 2 running back strat cards so I can go ahead and get in the 99. But right here, a very rare defensive stop. This is how bad I am right here. Only I could not score a touchdown right there. All I had to do was avoid the guy in the field, right? That's all I had to do. Literally, I had one job. Avoid the guy in the field. And what do? I run into him. And right there is what I felt like should have happened the very first time I called that crossing route. It should have been wide open, but I don't know. Nonetheless, I noticed he was a man-to-man. That play was like, all right, if he's a man-to-man again, we should have Robinson on the ascending drag and my pistol trips, which he is, and we go to Robinson, who's not only does he have 91 run block, fellas, he has 97 truck. 97 trucking, meaning just give him the ball. And as long as he's not running into enforcers, he should be able to just lower that shoulder and create absolute havoc for anybody trying to tackle him. Those Ty Laws and the Deion Sanders and, the guys that aren't physical. I don't know about Night Train. I'm not putting him in that class. But 97 truck is insane. I'm definitely going to I can already see a lot of clips where I'm going to reroute him over the middle, and I'm just going to absolutely bowl over someone, and I cannot wait. Looking forward to it. So right here, he's calling the same play. Oh, no, this isn't the scenario. Right? Oh, my Lord. Acrobat is just so disgusting, guys. Acrobat is just so hell. That's why I love Acrobat. It's such a wild card. If Acrobat worked how it's supposed to, it would be absolutely broken. Because there's way too many times where I feel like my guy is close enough, but I get no animation. But when it just goes off like how it just did there, it's game-changing. That's insane. It's astronomical. It's your boy Jess. Going to go ahead and be signing out, man. We're going through these head-to-head paints together. There's a lot I got to get better at. But, it's just trial and tribulation. Did I say that right? It's just experience. Once I get enough experience of, being put in certain situations defensively, I'll get better with the reps in due time. But let's take a look at this Robinson before we end the video. 97 speed with the 2 wide receiver strat cards. 91 run block, 97 truck for this guy. Absolutely insane. He's going for like 80K. Like, if you do not have this guy on your team, you are doing it wrong. He's the best receiver in the game. I'll take him over anybody, even golden ticket too tall. 91 run block for how I play offense. This guy's a godsend. Are you kidding me? Are you joshing me? EA? This is perfect. This is my golden ticket. This is a golden ticket I could afford. It's your boy GS. Good go ahead and signing up. Appreciate the love and support as always. Until next time, peace.